So you want to be a portable audiophile. How do you go about it? Well, first, assuming your phone has got a headphone jack, you could use your phone. But really, if you're going to use that, you should at least plug a dongle into it. That's some pretty serious little beginner's kit right there. Apart from that, there are other ways. You can get yourself a DAP or a digital audio player, like that one, or that one. Look at that monster, or that little gem right there. But if you want to get serious, you can do something like this. And in this video, I'm looking at the TOPPING NX7 portable headphone amplifier. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews. And yeah, pretty impressive looking stack, isn't it? Now, let me just disassemble it real quick so I can show you what we're actually looking at today. And that's it there. So, TOPPING NX7. This is not a DAC, it is just an amplifier, and the price is $179. Now in the box, you get these rubber bands, and you get 3.5 to 3.5 mil auxiliary cable, and you get one of these as well, a little rubber pad, so that you can strap this to your phone, or in my case, to my DAP without scratching things up. It's about the size of a regular phone. That's my iPhone there. And yeah, basically what this thing does is it takes the sound from whatever your source may be, and it makes it louder. Can you believe it? Yeah, that's all it does. Pure and simple. But let's have a closer look at some of the features. So on the front here, you got your power on and your volume knob, obviously. You've got your 3.5mm auxiliary in, 3.5mm headphone out, and a 4.4mm headphone out. On the back, you've got, this is the USB Type-C port for charging. You got a little power LED there, and here you've got a 3-stage gain setting. So if you're using sensitive IEMs, you put it on low gain. If you're using more powerful or more demanding full-size headphones, you put it on medium or high gain. And that's about all there is to it, at least on the outside. But on the inside, this has TOPPING's NFCA or Nested Feedback Composite Amplifier modules. Basically, what is good or special about this little amplifier is it has incredibly good measurements, like all TOPPING stuff does nowadays. It's got a very, very clean signal, very stupidly low distortion, and excellent signal to noise ratio. Now the battery on this thing, or in this thing, it's a 4000 milliamp hour battery, and on low or medium gain you'll get about up to 20 hours of battery, and on high gain you're looking at about 10 hours. So that's pretty reasonable. So who is this thing actually for? Well, you could plug it straight into your phone, assuming you have a headphone jack. If you don't, you could use a dongle like this. Plug that into there and that into there, and then your IEMs or your headphones plug into there, and there you go. There's your little unit. It's a bit awkward, isn't it? I mean, it's doable. It sounds amazing, but I would not want to carry that around with me. But for my sort of use scenario, I would definitely prefer to use this with a DAC like that. Now you've got some serious audio horsepower for on the move. But of course, that all means not much if it doesn't sound good. So how does it actually sound? And it's not an easy thing to try and describe the sound of something that is basically designed to be transparent. I mean, it's supposed to take in audio, increase the volume, and send out the audio again. That's its job. But what I can tell you is that the NX7 here has an unbiased sound signature. Each part of the sound spectrum from the bottom to the top gets the same equal treatment. There's no bias towards the bass, the mids, or the treble. It's just an even playing field. In fact, listening to the NX7 might just reveal traits about your source that you weren't even aware of. The NX7 gives you details. When something has such absurdly low levels of distortion and a silent noise floor, all the details come through unhindered. There's no masking or smearing of the signal because everything is just so darn clean. So what I hear with this thing, especially with a really good source like this, but you get this sort of layering within the music. As I said, there's no bias on any particular frequency. It's very transparent and linear. So it is an uncolored sound, but boy, it is revealing. It does give you a huge amount of detail. Beautiful layering within the soundstage. The soundstage itself is not the widest that you get, like some desktop amplifiers will give you a larger or more expensive soundstage, but the stage does have very good depth on the NX7, and because it's got such a beautiful black background and virtually zero distortion, it has really good imaging. You can get a really good idea of positions within the soundstage. It's got a nice robust sound, like it can really deliver some good punchy, powerful bass, but at the same time it doesn't sacrifice any subtleties or nuances. So it's got really good dynamics. It can deliver fast, big, punchy war drums, or it can, titillate your senses with the sound of a flute or some little micro detail in the background. It all comes through. It's all there. So look, really there isn't a whole lot more to say about it, because as I said, it's just at least on the outside and to the end user, it's just a simple device. But what it does incredibly well. And if you are someone who is looking for a straight up amplifier, I can't think of anything much better at the moment than the Topping NX7. Of course, there are other options out there, like my little gem here, the Fat Lab Chimera. This is a dual mode. It's got solid state and tube modes, but obviously it's a lot bigger and not as portable as this one. You can't really strap that to your little device and put it in your pocket. This one is pocketable. Barely, but it is pocketable. Anyway, that's the Topping NX7. It sounds fantastic. I thought I was going to have a really crappy time doing this review because, it's a portable amp. But you know what? I have had such a cracking good time listening to this over the last few days. It's been brilliant. So I'm curious to know how many people watching would find use for something like this. Would you have a use for a portable amp, or would you prefer a portable DAC amp all in one, or is this let me know. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it the old thumbs up, Parfam audiophile style. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and until next time, see you later.